on planet Earth.
Welcome back. When the time of Ching Ming comes along, public transit in China needs to add extra services to accommodate all the people going to hillside graveyards. Ching Ming is when people pay tribute to ancestors, including sweeping graves and tombs and making offerings to ancestors to enjoy in their afterlife. Now, joining me to talk about this tradition and an upcoming festival is Clifford Yee, the Director of Asian Affairs at Skylawn Memorial Park in San Mateo. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, I've heard of some comparisons to Mexican celebration of Day of the Dead. Are there some similarities there?
Similarities, especially for minorities, Asians, Hispanic. We honor and treat our ancestors with high respect. They're the ones that laid a foundation for us to come into America. And so we treat them as if they're still here, and we honor them always in our hearts.
Now, I know that in the upcoming festival, we'll see some of the rituals that are involved in this. We'll take a look at some of those. And also, it's kind of interesting because it's kind of an educational thing for people, right? Some people come to be a part of it, but then they also get to see some of this stuff. What are we seeing right now?
We're seeing part of it as far as the Lotus Taoist Institute doing the special blessing that we do for Ching Ming. Part of it, as you see, chanting and offering of incense. There's always 3 incense for each time to pave the way for them to the next level of life and to honor our ancestors.
And is this a tradition that is shared by all the generations? Do you see a lot of young people coming as well?
We're finding that we educate them more, share what the importance in our culture is. And especially with Asians, that we follow generations and our family. There's a word I love called filial piety, our love of our ancestors.
Okay. And now I understand that some of the other things that we're going to see here, again, they all sort of deal with trying to give offerings to the ancestors, sort of gifts in the afterlife, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, what are we seeing here, for example?
The different type of offerings. That one on the front that's being burned now burns like additional clothing, money, a watch for them for the next life. What's kind of neat too is that they also burn servants, so someone's always going to take care of them. They have brand new cars and a chauffeur.
They burn servants?
Yes.
Okay, that's dedication and a real tribute to the ancestors there. How symbolic is this? What are some of these items that we're seeing?
The servants, you'll see a car being burned.
Yeah, I saw the car.
Paper money. And then we burn in denominations of 10,000 each bill so that we offer them $1 million.
Wow.
For always have the prosperity for the next life.
Now, you brought some things with us for our studio here. Some of the things we've kind of seen, it'll be nice to see up close that we saw in the video. What are some of the things here and how they fit into the Ching Ming?
What we have right now is gold and silver. It's not practical to burn actual gold and silver, so we burn the symbolic gold and silver money for our ancestors to have lots of prosperity. And then we have the ceremonial Buddhist paper offerings, incense, and everything for our ancestors.
And when do you start trying to accumulate this? How long a period is Ching Ming? I think it's in the lunar month.
It's almost around the springtime of every year, around the 4th, 5th of April. But we get families start planning, preparing months in advance. Even at Skylawn, we're getting everything ready, so everything's the most ideal for the family. About 3 months in preparation, getting everything ready.
And some of these things are also, they're fairly easy to get, right? Everybody in the community starts getting ready for this?
Exactly, yeah, they start planning again, and accessibility on this starts just right after January, and they have it all ready for us.
What is it that you want to make sure that people understand about Ching Ming? Because again, there is sort of, it's dealing with the ancestors, and yet it's at grave sites, burial sites, and the sweeping of the tombs. What is that?
That's, again, done around that time. That's what primary Ching Ming is. And it's a cleaning and sweeping of the tombs to clean up the area, do offerings again for our ancestors for the next life. Skylawn spends almost a month prior to make sure that everything is just perfect. Everything is cleaned up, and then the monuments are all clean, and we plan that there's ample burning cans. Earlier you saw this red burning can. We don't want to catch fire, so we do a lot of burning. They have houses, cars, and a lot of ceremonial money.
Very interesting, very interesting. Glad some of it's symbolic.
Oh, luckily.
Well, thank you for being here. Ching Ming 2015 will be held at Skylawn Memorial Park Saturday to Sunday, April 4th and 5th, starting at 10 a.m. That's Skylawn at Highway 92 and Skyline Boulevard in San Mateo. And you can get more details on the Skylawn website. Well, coming up next, get ready for a dance performance in our studio. That is part of an upcoming Bay Area Filipino cultural night, so stay with us.